Seed viability. It is continuation from the yesterday class. Seed viability. Duration. A time between dispersal of seed and germination of the seed. This is called as seed viability. In this duration, the seed must be live. Hence, the definition is defined as the seed is live in the duration between dispersal of the seed and germinating of seed is called as seed viability. Now, the seed viability is different from different plants. In one plant may be year, in one plant may be months. But majority, in general, the seed viability is years general. But in few plants, maybe months. Generally, irrespective of any example, sometimes in examinations they will ask, what is the general seed viability? Right, that is years. But in few cases, months. But general and few. In addition to this, some exception is there. That is in the seed of Lupinus architects. It is the name of plant. This plant containing seeds. The seed is having seed viability is at 10,000 years. Just imagine. It is the longest duration. It is exceptional. What is the name of plant? Lupinus architects is the name of plant. This plant seed is having 10,000 years seed viability. Similarly, another one, Phoenix dactylifera. This seed is having 2,000 years. Now, come to the advantages of seeds. What is the advantage of the seeds to the plant and the human? Right. See, just to focus here. Right. If the seed can germinate straight away after its formation. See, right. You go to any geographical area. Catch the point. You go to any geographical area. Good. The climatic conditions is not constant. There will be changes. Hence, seasonal formation is occurring. Not only in India. You go to any geographical area, the climatic condition changes from season to season. Generally, right? In our agriculture, or you take the some crops. If you take the mango, the seed formation generally takes place in the March. But after the March, summer temperature is increases. The seed formation in which month? March. If after the seed formation immediately it is fall into the soil, cannot germinate because the condition is not favorable. Hence, the seed must be stored. Storage. Seed must be stored. Why seed must be stored? That means at the time of formation of the seed, the surrounding condition is not suitable. Hence, the seed cannot willing to germinate. When the condition comes to the again normal, the seed can be germinated. Due to this, during unfavorable condition, the seed is undergoes dormancy. Seed is undergoes dormancy. The dormancy means inactive. For this dormancy, right, it must undergo dehydration. Dehydration. See. Dehydration. Dehydration. Right. Dehydration means the embryo loses the water. Loss of water is called as dehydration. Right. If you take young embryo, it contains 60 to 70% of water. When young embryo can become mature embryo, dehydration. If the dehydration is occur, the embryo cells cannot work. Hence it is undergoes death. That means the maturation of the seed is depends on two processes: dehydration and dormancy. This is the two important conditions required for maturation. When seed is mature, store it. That means the storage, we can store which seeds. Mature seeds and immature seeds. Suppose when you go to the right, maturation of seed. Suppose just it is a plant. It is a plant. It is a fruit. Now it is a seed. Just it is a newly formed seed. Just one. This is immature. Right. This immature seed is present in fruit. Just it is newly formed. At the formation of fruit and seed, the surrounding conditions, generally high temperature, there is no soil content, there is no water content in the soil. Once again, it is a fruit which contains seed. Just it is newly formed fruit which contains seed. That means fruit and seed both are newly formed. Right. New formation of the seed. If it is fall, but the soil is not containing water because surrounding conditions is high temperature. Due to this, right, it cannot germinate seed. That means you must catch the point. Right. If the seed can germinate straight away after its formation, it will be continue to germinate. It is not possible. Formation of the seed, germination of the seed. In this duration, the seed must be mature and also stored. Right. See, our daily food is mostly belongs to seeds, wheat, rice, that is dal. That means our food in which form? Seed. Right. See, this is the newly formed seed. Seed, immature or mature? Immature. Right. We are collecting and used as a daily food. That is the one of the advantage of the seed. Okay. But the seed is a newly formed seed. Is more water or less water? Newly formed seed, more water. Due to this, we can dry up. During dry up, the water is eliminated. That is dehydration. Right. Now finally, the seed containing 10 to 50% of water in its mass. But the total water cannot eliminate. If the total water is eliminated, the seed is equal to dead. That means immature and maturation. Maturation is depends on loss of water. Loss of water is the most important process during maturation. If the loss of water is occurred, right, due to absence of water, the embryo is undergoes inactive but not dead. So now the mature seed containing internal embryo is dormant. Due to this, we are storing. So crucial steps during storage of maturation of the seed: dehydration, dormancy. Right. Now, what is this? Right. The seed is containing coat, testa and tegmina. This due to presence of seed coat, internal embryo is a protection. This is about the advantages of seeds. Now, what is this? Apomixis. It is a mechanism process in which the formation of seed without fertilization. Suppose when you take the seed of groundnut, of wheat, anything, the seed is the result of sexual reproduction. That means end of sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction end with seed. That means the seed is end of sexual reproduction. But now what is this? Seed. Suppose in my hand seed is there. How this seed we will get? Sexual reproduction. But sexual reproduction, what is the major event of sexual reproduction? Fertilization. If the fertilization is not there, it is not a sexual reproduction. But it is the seed. We get the seed without fertilization. That means here, in its origin, in the origin of seed, there is no sexual reproduction. But 99% in general, the seed due to sexual reproduction. Just listen. Right. Apomixis is the mechanism, is the process in which formation of seed without fertilization. I am not satisfied. Just once again. Suppose, right. It is the seed. Suppose it is the seed. X is the seed. Good. In plants, sexual reproduction is must for the formation of seed. Sexual reproduction is due to fertilization. Without fertilization, there is no sexual reproduction. Without sexual reproduction, there is no seed. Okay? But it is the seed. Why? It is also seed. Exceptionally, the seed without fertilization. That means there is no sexual reproduction. How it is formed? That is apomixis. See, here I written a beautiful sentence. It is the form of asexual reproduction. It means apomixis. Apomixis is a form of asexual reproduction that mimics sexual reproduction. See. What is this? Seed white. Seed white. So, one of the student is present in another room, right? Is doing mimicry like a biologist, but is not a biologist. Generally, by imitation, we are misled. As a student, you misled like the neighboring class, biologists are there, but not biologists are there. Some ex-student is there, is doing mimicry. Right? Now, see. seed. This is the Y seed. Generally, we thought that the seed is end result of sexual, but in the seed is formed by apomixis. That means the apomixis is undergoing mimicry. Apomixis is a form of asexual reproduction. Because there is no fertilization in the process of apomixis. There is no fertilization in apomixis. Hence it is sexual or asexual? Asexual. It is clearly identified. It is a form of asexual reproduction. It means apomixis. Why apomixis is asexual reproduction? Due to absence of fertilization. Is it correct? Right. But it is a mimicry to the sexual. Due to mimics of sexual reproduction, it is appear like a seed. That is the one of the character of apomixis. Once again, right? What is this? Seed. Finally, listen. It is a seed named Y. Which process is it? Apomixis. Good. Apomixis. Apomixis is asexual or sexual? Asexual. How can you say it is asexual? There is no fertilization. But this apomixis result is seed. The formation of seed is nothing, is a mimicry of apomixis. Right. Now this is about one of the important characters. Now, astellation. Astellation is a class. Astellation class, all process. Right. This exceptional process. What is exceptional process? Apomixis. We can see in Asteraceae and grossus. Asteraceae and grossus. Now what is another one? Polyembryony. Polyembryony. Occurrence of more than one embryo. Occurrence of more than one embryo in the seed. Now it is a seed. It is the cotyledons. Now it is embryonical axis. No doubt. In this case, generally how many embryo? Single embryo. Single embryo. Due to this, if you seed, keep in the soil, how many plants? One plant. Why many plants? Now see the pregnancy. It is a uterus embryo. 99% the uterus gives the accommodation for single embryo. After 9 months, the mother gives the parturition for single baby, either male or female. Why? The mother cannot give the birth to 2 or 3 because internally her uterus containing single egg. But in some cases, exceptional twins is there. If the twins is there, now she mother is giving the birth to twins. At this condition, the uterus containing 2 embryos. Similarly, it is the seed, single embryo. Hence, when the seed is undergoes germinate, one plant will be formed. It is natural, common. But in some cases, it is the seed. Now, embryo. Occurrence of more than one embryo in seed. Such condition is called as polyembryony. Polyembryony. Now, if this polyembryonic seed is cultivated in the soil, single seed, from this single seed, many plants will be there. This is also exceptional. This exceptional mechanism we can see in citrus and mango. Citrus and mango. How polyembryony is occurring? Right. How? See, you know, it is the ovule, integuments, first plant. Now it is embryo sac. Right. Fertilizing. Now what is this? Zygote. Now what is this cells? Nucellus. Ploidy. Diploid. Now what is this? Fertilized embryo sac. what is this total? What is this total? Ovule. Right. After fertilization, this ovule becomes seed. The zygote becomes embryo. Right? It is ovule. Zygote becomes embryo. What is this total? C. How many embryo? Single. Why? Single zygote. But in citrus and mango, what is the surrounding cells of embryonic embryo cell? That is diploid new cells. Zygote is applied and diploid. Diploid. Now what is this? Diploid cell of new cells. This will penetrate into embryo. Now, who are penetrating into embryo cell? New cellular cells. What is the diploid? Diploid. The diploid nature in the cell of new cells, it is a misleading ionomorph zygote. Right? Like this. Now, how many zygotes is there? 2, 3 zygotes. Among these 3 zygotes, it is formed by union of gametes, sperm, egg. This is. But these two cannot fertilization. This is diploid new cells. Right? Now, before going to this, see, before fertilization, it is the egg. Before fertilization, it is the egg. Now, pollen tube carry the male gamete and fertilize with egg. Now, after fertilization, egg become zygote. What is the diploid zygote? 2N. Now, the formation of zygote requires fertilization between male and female gamete. Okay. But during this time, now the surrounding diploid new cellular cells is penetrate into embryo sac and they misleaded as a zygote. Hence, it form one embryo, it form another embryo, it form another embryo. Due to this, the seed containing many embryos. Such seeds is called as polyembryony. That's all. Now come to the next one. Right. Now, right. Monocot, embryonic development. Embryonic. Now it is a zygote which is undergoes division, mitosis, 2 cells. Another 2 cells is formed, 4 cells. Right. Like this. Proembryo, globular embryo, heart-shaped embryo, maturity. This is the stages. Proembryo, globular embryo, heart-shaped embryo, maturity. It is already discussed in the last class. Okay. Now when you take the mature embryo of monocots. Monocots. Now it is the dicot mature embryo. Dicot mature embryo. Right. It is, what is this? Right. Embryonal axis. It is embryonal axis, it is embryonal. This embryonal axis containing 2 cotyledons on both sides, lateral sides. How many cotyledons? 2 cotyledons. It is a dicot embryo. It is single cotyledon, hence it is a monocot. So it is monocot embryo, it is a dicot. How can you say it is a dicot embryo? 2 cotyledons. Okay. Now what is this? Embryonal axis. This is embryonal axis. What is this 2? Cotyledon. Now see the diagram. This is the cotyledons. Okay. Now this is, now this part of embryonal axis is below the level of cotyledon. Cotyledon, this part is below the cotyledon. This is called as hypocotyl. 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 Terminal part of hypocotyl is radical. That means hypocotyl terminate as radical. Now what is this? What is this? This is the part of embryonal axis. Above the level of cartilage is epicondyle. That means two ends of embryonical axis. One end is above the cartilage, one end is below the cartilage. The two ends is called as epicondyle, hypocondyle. Now it is epicondyle. This epicondyle terminates end as plumule. But in the monocots, see, I draw here. Now I draw the diagram here. See, now it is the embryonic axis. It is the cartilage. Now this is epicondyle. See. Now it is embryonical axis. Now this is epicondyle. Now this is terminal part. The plumule is protected by a sheath. Right. It is embryonical axis. It is embryonical axis. Right. It is a cartilage. Only one cartilage, one layer. The cartilage of monocots is specially called scutellum. What is scutellum? Monocots, especially in grasses, cartilaginous special name is called as scutellum. Now it is a scutellum, or you can say cartilage. Okay. Now what is this total? Epicondyle or hypocondyle? Epicondyle. How can you say it is epicondyle? It is above the level of cartilage. Now what is this? Plumule. Is it? This plumule is protected by sheath. That sheath is called a polyembryony. Now what is this? Right. It is a part of embryonical axis which is present below the level of cartilage. Hence it is hypocondyle. Now it is the end part of hypocondyle is called as radicle. It is protected by another sheath, coleorhiza, coleoptile. This is the protective layers for the plumule and radicle. Now this is the structure of internal monocot embryo. Okay, last one. Right. Apomixis. Right. Internationally, globe, in entire globe. Right. A research is going based on apomixis. Now, right. The agriculture, the farmer cultivating agriculture for vegetables and food. This food for the increasing of yield in agriculture. The farmer purchased the hybrid seeds to more yield, like tomato, right? Like paddy. Why is interesting hybrid seeds? To more yield. Okay. The hybrid seed is cultivated, right? Then you will get the more yield. Again, next crops, again you go to the market and purchase the hybrid seeds. That means the farmer, right, purchase the hybrid seeds in every year in the market. Due to this, a demand is occur on the hybrid seeds. Hence, day by day, it is become very expensive cost. If apomixis is a process which is occurring in Australasia, apomixis is a mechanism which is occurring in Australasia. Is also occur in agriculture, vegetables and crops. The farmer cannot go to the market and cannot purchase the seeds every year. Because if apomixis is also occur in agriculture, crops, vegetables, right, there is no segregation of character. Because the seeds without fertilization, that means without meiosis. If it is meiosis occurred, right, segregation is there. If the segregation is occurred, the desirable character yield may increases or decreases. Due to this, right. It is a apomixis is not common in all plants. It is a common for astellation. Apomixis is common in astellation, right? But it is not occurring in other agriculture plants. Right.